The people that call me a workaholic, I don't want to be those people. Is that a douchebag thing to say?
Maybe have one beer, can't have more than that because we got a big pitch.
Wish me luck. If it went well, I'm gonna tell you all about the listing. All right, guys, welcome. I was gonna do a little bit of morning stuff, but my camera died, so Brucey's with me right now. Say hi, Bruce.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy back at it again.
Pretty active day. This is probably one of the craziest weeks of my business life. You're gonna see another video tomorrow. I'm pitching a $1.2 billion project. But today, I was up at 5:30, dropped off the kiddos, went to the gym, did a team meeting, went over our presentation sales, which are doing really good for the project that we just launched that you guys have seen some of the pre-videos on. Signed up another project. Today though, we are driving about 3 hours to because I got a $100 million listing up there that I signed a few months back. And now that we have it signed, part of what I do is help the owners, help the future developers, put it through the council and get the maximum amount of usage possible for that land. So obviously they have the best return. My sellers can sell it for the maximum amount because it's going to be zoned, or the OCP, the official city plan, will be in place to make sure that it's a smooth transaction with the future buyer, but then also to hop on and help the future buyer make sure that it all comes to fruition. So it's not just, hey, I got a great deal, hey, use me, I'm great at marketing, hey, I got a cool videographer. It's not that. It's to be responsible enough to take on a $100 million listing, you need to make sure that you have the skill set to maximize and make sure that dollar value is appropriate. So we're driving up there, probably do a little vlogs and a couple stuff along the way. We just left my place. We're gonna hit it up. Brucey will show you some B-roll of that property. Maybe I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it. Uno momento. All right, so we got about an hour and a half left till we hit up Peachland, so we're about halfway there. We were just chatting and something came to my mind. So I had a really good, I had a team meeting this morning. That I think we chatted about a little bit earlier, but a couple of my agents brought something up. They had a stellar, first couple months, killed it, and now they're in a bit of a lull, for lack of a better word. They got a few things in the fire, but not a lot. But Myra, I like to call my boss, but technically she's my executive admin. She kind of runs all of our admin staff for my team anyways. I didn't even have to say anything. All she said was, you don't work hard enough. You stopped working, to my agents. And I love them. They're two awesome guys and they're absolute rock stars. Don't get me wrong. So this is not a bash on them, but it's funny. We forget as entrepreneurs, business people, realtors, what real work is in a lot of cases. And we sometimes focus too much on, I don't have enough clients in the pipeline, I don't have enough whatever. And instead of just focusing on I'm gonna call until my fingers fall off to make sure I have enough clients in the pipeline. And we were just talking about this too, because the reality is how long you been doing this for now, Bruce?
For about, I'd say 4 years.
So in the last 4 years, and I met you through Nick,
Yeah.
who started with me when we started Stonehouse, so 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. When Nick started, he was working at, where was he working? London Drugs. Yeah, he was working at London Drugs, and he was doing this part-time, sent me videos over, and I think I had a marketing company for realtors. So I kind of closed that down. I was looking for somebody just to kind of come help us. It's crazy, since then, you guys have blown your business up to, how many listings did you guys film last year? 500?
Just under 500.
Just under 500. And that's not including stuff like this
Yeah.
and everything else you're doing. So that's just 500 listings. I brag about you guys, and I know you guys do a lot of work for all the Stonehouse agents, but you guys do work for tons of agents.
Oh yeah, we're out there.
Luxury, the whole 9 yards. What's the name of the company?
Valley Creative.
Valley Creative. Yeah, so check them out if you're local, for sure.
You know what it is?
But don't check them out too much because I can't lose Bruce, okay? But I brag about you guys all the time because you guys work harder than 99.999% of realtors I know. The fun part is, you and I both know, is the filming and how many trips do you and I go on a year?
For quite a bit. We're out on the road all the time.
All the time.
Strapped.
It's funny, you kind of have to get lost in the work portion. And even though tracking and all this stuff's super important, I talk about that shit all the time. And I think you're even editing a video on tracking alone pretty much. But I think this is my favorite saying. You can outwork any of your financial issues. You can outwork almost any issue. It's just we focus too much on the issue and not about the work to resolve it and get out of it. And I think that's one thing that we get stuck in everything. We get stuck in, like, when it comes to weight loss, when we get stuck in business, when we get stuck in even relationships, which I've screwed up more than I can even count. But all of those types of things, they can all be resolved and fixed with work. I think a lot of times we underestimate how much work it actually takes and how much work we're actually doing. Some people call me a workaholic, some people call me whatever, but the people that call me a workaholic, I don't want to be those people. Is that a douchebag thing to say?
No, outwork everybody.
Outwork everybody.
Outwork everybody.
That's it. So anyways, outwork your dreams and your dreams will come true. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, on a side note, this listing that we're going to, and actually, now I'm circling back, I'm a little bit ADD today. Not just outworking it, but one thing, when you start working ridiculous amounts, it's almost impossible for other people not to notice. They'll want to mirror you in that point. I mean, you and I have some pretty cool trips. We're going to Vegas twice this year, right? To go on some pretty massive opportunities. I don't think I should say it yet, dates are booked, et cetera, et cetera. But coming soon.
City awaits us.
Exactly, and it's not for sin this time, it's for fun. It's for work.
Oh, business and pleasure.
Business.
Pleasure.
Exactly, more pleasure for you than me, I think. But it's gonna be pretty epic, and the people we're meeting, I don't even want to give up too many hints because it's gonna be a really cool video when we do it for sure. But let's just say we're linking up with the right people. We've been invited to come onto the right stuff, and that's mainly because of the work that we've put in. You hear this on every YouTube video, on every Instagram clip, just work harder, outwork. I think you just really need to turn work into a lifestyle, or you have to be realistic with yourself and say, hey man, no, I don't want to work. I just want to chill. But then understand that chill is the results you're gonna get. Unless you inherited billions of dollars from somebody, which I hope you did, because good on you, you're gonna have to work for it, right? And it is what it is. I mean, today, I've been up since 5 a.m. We're gonna end up driving 6 hours today, which we should have probably just flown, but anyways, we're drive 6 hours today, multiple things. I'm gonna come home at 9 o'clock and then relieve the nanny, and then I'm gonna have to meal prep. So I'll be up until probably 11 or 12, and then start it all over tomorrow for a 1.2 billion, I'm just gonna drop that again, $1 billion listing.
One more time with it.
$1.2 billion opportunity. So if it comes to fruition or not, the fact that I get that opportunity, I'm pretty blessed for. So, but more importantly, because one thing at a time, we got to get this property okayed by the city council. If that's the case, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Bruce is going to show you some clips. But if we get this okayed, not only is $100 million an absolute steal for it, but it's really genuinely going to change the map in the Okanagan. It's going to offer something that there are some places that are similar, but won't be as cool as this. And I think what we'll do is after the meeting, depending on how it goes, because if it absolutely bombs, then maybe I won't describe it. But if it doesn't bomb, then I'll tell you guys all about what we're proposing and wanting to do up here. All right? So anyways, we'll B-roll it on the way up there, and I'll see you guys at the meeting. Gas house on the lake. All right, guys, so we are we're in Peachland. We are about an hour early from our big meeting with City Council here. So we stopped by, since I own Stonehouse, Guest House, which is a cool little restaurant right on Beach Ave. Some amazing views. So we're gonna eat some schnitzel, maybe have one beer. Can't have more than that because we got a big pitch, but loosen up the vocabulary. Right, Bruce?
Damn right. Spit some game after that.
Spit some game. All right, well, let's B-roll some of this food.
Yeah.
If you look behind us, we're basically on the corner of the Okanagan Lake. So you have Naramata Bench over there, which is prime grape country. Kelowna, which is internationally known. Great city, town, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we are partly desert, partly forest, beautiful lake. Hey, you can't really go wrong. And then Peachland, this is pretty sweet. Like, this entire community is right on the lake itself. So, all right, guys. So we're about to go and pitch this real quick. Client's going to be here momentarily. So before he gets there and I disclose his private information, I'm going to see you after. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. And if it went well, I'm going to tell you all about the listing. All right.
How'd it go?
It went really well. So long story long, everybody seemed to totally support the idea, which is perfect. So those of you that know development or don't know development, basically how it goes is you want to make sure before dumping millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars into engineering reports and all those things, you want to get a good sense of what the community and or council is looking for. So there wasn't anybody there that didn't support the idea, so that was great feedback. They're just looking for more specifics and information, engineering and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's fantastic news. Now we go to work, make council happy, and make this whole thing a magical possibility. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, Bruce?
Damn right. We out here making magic.
Since it went well, I'd like to tell the world about this listing. Obviously, and when I say listing, we're really joint venturing. It's not as much of a like MLS for sale type listing. We are really trying to be a part of this entire process of what it comes from. But $100 million land only project and probably a total $400 million build out is a big project. So realistically, there's gonna be multiple hands at stake. But because it went well today, and just to reiterate, because I don't want to say something that ain't true, nothing has been firmed up whatsoever. And as I mentioned before, we have a ton of work to do to make sure that the city is going to be satisfied and that this project comes to fruition. So we're not even accepting offers at this time or any of those things. However, let me tell you a little bit about this project. So it's just under 400 acres, located in one of the most beautiful places in British Columbia, outside of in the Okanagan, outside of Kelowna. This is our goal. So currently there's 67 acres of agricultural land, roughly 100 acres currently with wine grapes and cherries. What we're looking to do, there's the other roughly 300 acres available. We're looking to do, and density is dependent. We're looking to do roughly 200 to 400 residential homes on this mountainside. As you guys can see, the views from this place are absolutely spectacular. Our goal is to create a world-renowned, not only winery, but resort, where you can get married, you can experience the top-level A-notch service, where you can really enjoy what is the best of Okanagan and the best of British Columbia, a lot of it in my sense. I think this is going to be something that is not only going to be incredibly profitable to whoever joint ventures or comes into the project, but also be a massive contribution to the city, the municipality, or the district, I should say, just because we're going to hire between 200 to 500 people seasonally and all year round. It's going to be probably one of the ideal hottest spots to be in the Okanagan in British Columbia. It's going to be actually absolutely spectacular. And yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to be a part of such an amazing project. I'm grateful for my clients and friends to bring me into this project. I'm really looking forward to bringing it to the next step, really getting that due diligence and what this district is looking for. You know, we're going to start working with engineers. We're really going to bring it up to that part. They are in support of the idea, as I mentioned, but obviously they don't want to put their neck on the line for something that hasn't been 100% proven yet, but we are going to make that. And we've done some preliminary work, so we're very confident that it's going to come to fruition. But now, once again, it's time to go to work for my clients. It's time to go to work with my partners and make this dream become a reality. Because the only time a dream becomes a reality is when you do what, Bruce?
You put in that work, baby.
You put in the work, baby. That's it. All right, guys, that's all I got for today's episode.
vlog episode, trilogy coming soon. First of many.
All of the above. That's all we got for today, but I'm looking forward to it. And tomorrow we talk about the $1.2 billion project I'm gonna pitch. Am I gonna get it? I don't know, you better stay tuned.